like asthma. It's red wrath when I wear wrath. Bear wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit. Lord, still shit wrath. And I'm dripping on rags. Rick gonna be the tag. Do the digital dash. Yeah, I'm boasting, never brag. Please don't touch my rap. Or the Crispy and Nash.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Wentz now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Off play action, it's Webb. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nigel Bradham. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard. Line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Wentz again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Vance Joseph can hardly bear to watch. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, it's Webb. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 32-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And
his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the back goes into motion. To throw on third down. Webb firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, Webb caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A play fake, now Webb. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run again now with Darquan. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Now Darquan. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darquan. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one here.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Webb to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Webb. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss.
Odell Beckham Jr. and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, Webb. It's caught. Beckham. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham come in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we've reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No, check, Patriot, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Webb. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. but sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second down following the run. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Green 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On the run, Darkwa. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
To throw, Webb. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the Texans have scored. That one's been interesting as they retake the lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go.
Webb now from the gun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run with Darkwa. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Set. Green.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Here's Darkwa. And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
Webb now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Webb. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Mack Hollins the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Throwing after the interception. Webb toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Defense showing blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. One final try now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Now they try the right side here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than